I'm still trying to get comfortable with this, but I know the messages are often very clear. So I'll start by saying thank you. Thank you for allowing me, Ayoka, to bring whatever presence or intention I can into your space from wherever you're listening and in whatever space you're in and whatever place you're in and how you're feeling. Like, thank you for just allowing me to grace your space. So this is the WATA WAZE Podcast. That's WATA WAZE. And I'm realizing that this podcast doesn't have a definition. It just has an intention. And the intention is for the information of the universe to have a sound. So yeah, I'm gonna be that what's the joint called? Here I am. I want to talk a little bit about what we are. And what I've been doing recently is, well, first I would like to say that I don't just do this. I host open mics, but I also like to go to other open mics. And at one of our local open mics here in the 7-5, I've been going into the space and sitting in the energy of the space and allowing what I feel from those around me to help me receive the message that is always there. Because what I understand now more than ever is that for whatever question that is on your heart, for whatever void that is within you, there's something waiting to fill it if you allow it. And I realize that a lot of times people can't always access for themselves or in certain moments because of whatever they're feeling or whatever they're going through. It may be so heavy and they may be so full of whatever they've experienced that it's hard for them to receive it or to hear it or to allow it, even if they do hear it and see it. So, excuse me. What I've been doing is going into those spaces, sitting, feeling, listening, and writing, and sharing that in that space. So I want to share one of the things that I wrote, and I hope that it can fill you and maybe even help you release some things that you no longer need to hold on to, because it was medicine for me. I'm really praying that it's medicine for you as well. When a message comes through, Spirit says, get in the room. Get in the room. Get in your body. Open your crown. Open your heart. Release your art. Do you know who you are? Why you were created? What you are here to do? Put these things down. You don't need to question your existence. Why you are created? Why not? Why you are here? To be, to breathe, to express, to see. This is just a reminder. You already are. You always was. You will be again. And before you were even given a name, your purpose was just because. You precious being. You magical baby. You intentional thought. You bundle of cells. You generator of light. You are someone's answered prayers. You are my reflection when I've forgotten myself. Your fear of being fully you is tied to all the lies you believe, and they need to be released. Number 1, you are beautiful. There is no mistake in your creation. Number 2, you are worthy. The only limits on you are the ones you place on yourself. Number 3, there is nothing to fear. And when you do it scared and see what happens. Number 4, you are precious. Your ancestors are in awe of you. Number 5, you are loved. And love itself. The entire universe tuned in to witness your first breath. So when I'm hearing these messages, it feels like for every cry we haven't released, there's an answer to it. And I just hear the cries. And because everything exists in conjunction to another thing, I realize that if the cry exists, then the wiping of the tear exists. And I feel like that's what spirit does. It's like waiting for you to release, to cry, to let go, to unleash whatever it is that you're holding so that it can fill you with something else. It's automatic. There's no lack. There's a system for everything, which is the reason why tears are even in existence. So when I'm hearing these cries, I'm not just hearing the cries, I'm listening to the answers, because the answers are always there. And I realized that I was able to do that in large groups, not just for like single individuals. And usually these within large groups, the messages are even more potent because the cries that we feel when we're together are universal. The cries connect, and because there's so many people gathering within the same place that have the same similar cries, the universe can answer these cries in a higher vibration. It's more potent, it's deeper. It's like, well, of course we love you, so we'll give you the answer. And that's how they come through. So I want to talk a little bit about not letting people touch your shit. So I realized that even those who love you, not just those who envy you or despise you or hate you for whatever reason, but even those who love you don't always know when they've stepped too far into you, when they've touched your shit, when they've tampered with how your mind works or what your heart wishes to say, or how you do a thing. An example I have is that within any type of job or any type of like task that needs to be carried out, you create a system for it. Like you'll be like, okay, I'm making peanut butter and jelly. And I like to take the bread out and then put the peanut butter on the left side and the jelly on the right side. Or another person will be like, well, I like to take all the ingredients out first before I even take the bread out of the bag. You know what I mean? Because the bread gonna get hard. So, and then I put the jelly on first because the peanut butter gonna get the knife sticky. Like, everyone creates their own system for what they do. And that's not to say that any one system is better or worse. It's just, it's for you. It's the way you created that system. And for you to tell, for like, say you like using a spoon instead of a knife for this particular task. If you know that the spoon works better for you and you try the knife and now you done made a mess, all because this person convinced you that the knife is better. Like, they literally came and like, now your sandwich fucked up. Your sandwich fucked up all because you believed their truth instead of trusting your own, which that you already knew. This is tested and proven. You've made 1 million peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and every single time you've done it the same way. And because this person told you that their way was better, now your sandwich fucked up. Stop letting people touch your shit. Stop letting people tell you who you are. Your mother can't even tell you who you are. She didn't write down every single thing she wanted in a child. She was gifted you. Your parents' tasks are to learn you, to witness you, not to create you. You already here. Not to reshape you. You've already been formed. The people around you are there to support you. They're there to help you. But when they step too far into you, when they cross that line, you know what line I'm talking about because you feel it every time. And every time you be like, ooh, what was that? I ain't like how that felt. I know what they saying is love. I know it's coming from a good place, but something about it didn't feel right. It didn't resonate as truth to me. Why? Because it's not your truth. That's somebody else's truth. Stop letting people touch your shit. Stop agreeing to it. I realized that I was talking to one of my sisters, and she was saying that someone wanted to do something for her, but within them wanting to do that thing for her, she knew that there may be an exchange that person would be expecting because of, or exchange is like, there may be multiple things that person would want from her in that one thing that they are telling her they want to do for her. And the words she used exactly was, I didn't do it because, no, she said, I didn't agree. I decided not to do it because, she said, I decided not to do it because I realized that if I did it, I would probably end up doing something that I didn't want to do. And the words hit different this time, because when you really think about that, how often are you doing something you don't want to do, even if it's not bad? Even if it doesn't take from you, even if it doesn't take a long time to do, or it doesn't, use a lot of force or a lot of energy, like, how often are you doing something that you really don't want to do? And all because you feel like you're obligated to do so. You're agreeing to allow someone else's thoughts, opinions, suggestions, understanding to overpower your own. Stop letting people touch your shit. No. We got to have new boundaries with every elevation of ourselves. We got to be willing to protect the understandings that we grow into at every new level. And sometimes that boundary just literally looks like, nah, I don't go out of the house on Tuesdays for any reason. I don't care if it was your birthday. I decided that for myself, I need to be in the house on Tuesdays because Tuesdays is the day that my brother died, and I just want to honor him every Tuesday, without fail, without question. And I don't even need to explain that to you. I just said no. I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna honor my no. And my no is not even me telling you no; it's telling myself yes. And I get to do that. And however you take that, that's on you. But it's not personal. It has nothing to do with you. I just love I just need to say no. I need this boundary, and I'ma stick it right here. And I ain't gonna move it. This my line. Don't cross it. Stop letting people touch your shit. We got locks on doors for reasons. They open and they close, yes. But at some point you gotta lock that bitch. You gotta lock it. Stop letting people impress upon you their thoughts and feelings. I almost didn't have a relationship with my father. Because everyone around me was telling me things that, even if they're true, affected my own conclusion, my own thought, my own action when it pertained to him. I almost didn't have a relationship with my father. How dare I allow someone else's opinion? Because I realized it wasn't my own. I realized I didn't feel the same way. When I really sat and thought and asked myself, where you at with this particular situation? I realized that how I felt had nothing to do with how I thought I felt. Now, mind you, I said how I thought I felt because I had let other thoughts enter into my being, and then I gave them power. Then I called them my own. They weren't my thoughts. Those weren't my feelings. People be trying to come in, run up in your shit and move the couch, open the refrigerator, leave that shit open. You know what I'm saying? Take baths and shit. Why the fuck are you all in my house? Stop letting people touch your things. You get to choose for you. You're the only you that can choose for you. So every time you allow someone else to choose for you, you take away, you're not empowering yourself. A little piece of you just goes away. It's gone. It's gone now. Call all of your energy back to you. Redefine everything for yourself. Restructure your life 1 billion times if it means that you get closer to what it should be every time. Stop letting the people talk crazy to you on that job. Stop allowing your friends to clown you and then claim that they playing you, that they playing with you, when really they know they playing you. Stop letting them that spouse, that partner, or whoever that's jealous of you claim that they tweaking you because they love you. No. Stop letting people touch you. Stop allowing their thoughts and feelings to replace what your heart is calling. Your heart already know you. Your heart already know you. All you gotta do is ask yourself a question, and I bet you're gonna get the answer. Ask yourself a question with nothing around, in silence. Ask yourself a question. No TV, no phone, no music, no person in your ear, nobody beside you. Get in a room by yourself in silence and ask yourself a question. And I promise you're going to receive the answer. It may not come in an audible form. It may not come as a clear and concise thought. It might come in the form of you meeting a stranger who is like, yo, I've been waiting to meet you. I've been waiting to have somebody that got what you got. I've been waiting to see that. It might come in the form of a bird coming to sit on the tree outside of your window and just talk to you. Just witness you, literally chirping so firmly in your face that you can't unknow the fact that, yo, this bird talking to me. This bird talking to me right now. I asked myself a question and nature started to speak to me. I realized that every single time I allowed an outside thought of or opinion about something that was going on within my life that I fully didn't agree to, I allowed a piece of me to be suppressed or to die, and I allowed another person to live within me. So now every time I do that thing that I know I really don't like doing, or I don't like doing that way, or I don't fully agree to, now every time I go to do that thing, I think about that person who gave me that thing. That person who gave me that thought, who interjected their feelings, who told me that thing. And it could be in love. It's not always to harm you. Sometimes it be in the form of like, oh yeah, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I want you to come up, blah, blah, blah. Nah. Until I say yes, until I agree, until we really start to like have open communication with ourselves. Like even in the moment, like somebody could be like, yeah, I think you should do that. Before you even respond to that person, you should just ask yourself, should I do that? Because it's not always yes. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people that are going to grace and bless your life that got so much information for you, that got so many resources for you, that got so much love for you, that it's literally like they were given those things just for you, just to give it to you. I'm not talking about those things. I'm not talking about those things where you be like, yo, that was for me. Yeah, that's for you. But it's plenty of things. It's plenty of times. It's plenty of talk. It's plenty of conversations that come to you that ain't for you. No, it's not a test. It's real. And the minute you subscribe, that's a piece of yourself. A piece of yourself that you decided not to allow to be what it was. Stop letting people tell you can't be a rapper. You can be a fucking rapper. You know how many rappers exist? You know how many people like actually do that shit? And everybody in their life told them, you can't do that. You're not gonna be able to do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can be an artist. You know how many artists exist? You know how much they make? And you like, nah, I won't be an artist. I won't try my hand at being a millionaire. I'm going to just go and build this millionaire's business. I'm going to go work. What? I need all of us to just get back to trusting ourselves. Trusting our designs. Trusting the will of our hearts. Trusting our instincts and our intuition. Like instinctually, you know how to get out the way of some shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can do that with instinct, you need to be able to dodge these people's words. Dodge this talk, dodge this conversation. I don't think I got no more. I'm a little hot. Nah, I'm in love. I'm in love with myself and in love with my choice to put some things down, even the good shit. We can call it good. Even though now I just see everything as a choice. It's not good or bad. It's just a choice. I put some things down and I filled myself up with myself. I released all the thoughts that weren't mine and all the people that were filling me, and I filled myself up with myself. And I realized I like me. I like what I got, how I think, and how I feel, and I like that. I like me. I enjoy what myself feels. I enjoy what myself enjoys, like what I appreciate. I really like me. Like, I don't like everything that everybody like. I don't think I ever have. I've always tried. I'd be like, well, I try. I don't like that. I've never liked cake. Everybody like cake. I've never liked cake. My mama asked me to this day, I know you don't want cake, what you want? For my birthday, every single time. I know you don't want cake. I've never liked cake. The whole world likes cake. Now, what if I was forcing myself to eat some shit that's not even good for me all my life? That would suck. That's a miserable existence. I've never liked partying. I've never liked that shit. Too many people. People sweat be touching you. Like, I've never liked that shit. I don't like it. I like ciphers. I like pulling up and feeling vibes. But I didn't like that. I didn't ever like, I was never into like going out. Going out to do what? Drink with drunks? I can get drunk by myself and I fuck with me. So that's a lit party. Like, me personally, I don't like those things. So me finding out what I do like has allowed me to love me even more, love me even better. And then that allows me to make better decisions for myself, which allows me to create a different reality for myself, which allows me to create a perfect world for myself, which then allows me to meet people that are on the frequency that I am on. And that allows me to touch people that I am supposed to touch and do the work that I am supposed to do. And operate as I am designed to operate. We got to start choosing for ourselves. Ask yourself a question. That's my only message. Trust you when you receive the answer and move firmly in it, and don't let nobody else touch it. That's it. Peace.